Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel at Life with Naz Carol. I'll be continuing with my topic of depression. I'm sure most of you have watched the previous video, but for those that are just seeing this for the first time, I aired out a previous video discussing my experience with depression and also calling out to anyone not to feel embarrassed. Seek the help that you need and you'll get back to your feet. So today I'll be majorly discussing the signs and symptoms of depression and how to cope with this. So grab your seats, get your cup of tea or your food, and then we start. So depression, it's an overwhelming feeling of sadness that most times can't be explained by any definite circumstance. Yes, there could be some triggers, but probably those triggers have ever existed and you never got to that extent. So when you see the following signs and symptoms, chances are that you could be running into depression. So many people have been asking me, what's the difference between depression and stress and maybe anxiety? I think the difference is the duration of how long these signs and symptoms persist from the start. And as we go ahead discussing symptom by symptom, you'll be gauging yourself if you really need to seek help or you really need to get the support. So the first sign and symptom is helplessness. Most times you'll be faced with challenges that you will normally overcome because you're able to integrate different patterns of your life, the knowledge, the different activities, and then you come up with a solution. In the circumstance where you're suffering from depression, even the simplest of challenge will be so hard to solve. You'll be stuck on what to do next. And so you're just left confused. You feel like you've reached the end of your road. You're wondering what better way you can approach this, and somehow you don't know how. Chances are that you're under a lot of stress, which could probably lead you into depression. Second is loss of interest. Most people will have things that they love to do. You love to hang out with friends, you love to go drinking, you love to go watching movies, you love to spend time with friends and family. There are those things that you know in your free time you can do. When you're under depression, you lose the interest of doing the things you used to love. Instead of going out with friends, you find yourself covered in bed. You don't have the energy to actually move out, but you have more time to coil in your bed. Just so unproductive because you don't see any value attached to the things you used to actually do before the depression started. So in that, you also get into excessive fatigue. This is something that will come along with that changes in your sleep patterns, where some people, when they're depressed, they'll sleep more than usual, while others will actually sleep less. Most people will spend lots of nights awake, trying to think here and there, wondering what probably they've done wrong, thinking of what they can do to make themselves feel better, and that will probably keep them awake. So you go to sleep tired, you wake up more tired than you actually went to bed. So watch out for these symptoms. The next is anxiety. This is an acute This is an acute expression, feeling like your heart is pumping fast. You feel like your blood pressure is high. So this can also mask, or this can also be a sign and symptom of depression. Irritability, this is common among the men, and like I discussed in the previous video, this is very common, and there are different ways people can express irritability, and you need to watch out for that. Next is change in appetite and weight. Well, some people gain appetite, so they'll put on the weight. Other people will lose the appetite, so they will lose the weight. So you find yourself sleeping a lot, you have less time to eat, and so you end up getting malnourished. Next is uncontrollable emotions. This time you're happy, the next time you're frustrated. The other time you're just bursting out into tears without anyone knowing what's actually happening to you. This can be a sign of depression. Forgetfulness. If you find yourself forgetting more than you used to, start worrying. That's in combination with the above things that I've been talking about. So you find yourself forgetting major events, very important dates, like maybe the birthdays of your children. It could be a very important meeting at work. So when you find yourself in such a situation, try to evaluate your emotional bit to see if you're not running into depression. Last but not least, the suicidal thoughts. It's like the last straw. Where are you actually, if you start feeling this, you need to seek help as fast as you can. And if you have anyone having these suicidal thoughts, please support them as much as you can. Stick around, support them emotionally, and make sure that they get the help that they need. So I want to keep this as brief as possible. Please subscribe. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. I'll follow up and I'll make any necessary videos if there need be. So next I'll be discussing how we cope with depression. One, the most important thing is to seek medical help. Over and over again, I've said seek medical help. There are those times when you reach a point of no return. There's no way you can bounce back to normal without this kind of help. The psychiatrist will guide you on what kind of things to do to cope with your situation. If the worst comes to the worst, they'll prescribe some medication for you to get back to your normal life. Second, exercise. Exercise has a way of boosting our emotions. Somehow it will get you to think faster. It will help release those happy juices in your body. So somehow it will help you get over some of the depressive signs and symptoms. Plan to eat a balanced diet. Like I said in the symptoms, while most people eat a lot during their depressive episodes, some people will actually lose the appetite and they will lose weight. This will actually affect you nutritionally and also affect your weight. So in that, to keep a well balanced diet, it should be one of your top priorities as you're managing depression, so that you're not overweight or underweight at the end of this. 4, set a routine to follow and stick to it. Like I've discussed, depression has a way of changing you totally. You lose interest in the things you used to do. If you used to wake up so early to go and work, somehow you lose all that. Keeping a routine and sticking to it will help you plan better to balance your work life and your rest. Well, some people take a lot of time sleeping and some people sleep less. This routine will put everything in check so that you have your meals on time, you exercise on time, you know if you're to seek medical help, you know what time and what date you're going. So stick to your routine so that you're able to beat the depression with activities. 5, balance your activity and sleep. Like I've discussed before, depression has a way of knocking things out of proportion. So the best is to plan when you'll be doing this and when you'll be sleeping. Sleep will help you rest better and wake up with a rested body. Also, you wake up fresh so that you're able to execute your day's duties. So learn to balance activity and sleep. 6, seek social support. This could be from family, friends, and anyone that you really trust. Never fear to ask for help. I know so many people are afraid of being judged. How will people see me that I have this mental issue? How will family see that I'm this weak? Please, 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 I say it over and over again, please seek help, seek the support that you need. I'm so sure so many people are willing to support you. 7, have a diary to record your emotions and reactions. This will help you know that you're progressing out of depression or you're actually running deeper and deeper into the depression. So every day, whenever something happens to you, record how you feel, record how you reacted, and maybe later try to compare how you reacted and how probably you will react at that moment. So that will help you gauge your emotional balance at the moment, and also it will help you plan better on your emotional outbursts. Number 8, invest in yourself. We know that depression takes away the self-esteem, and so many people struggle to fit in both physically and emotionally. So investing in yourself could be in form of appearances. It could be in terms of knowledge. This will further boost your confidence and your self-esteem so that you're able to fit in your peers, you're able to execute your work as usual and also compete. Number 9, avoid alcohol. Please, please, please. I know so many people love drinking it off. So you feel like, because I'm so stressed, let me go and drink away my sorrows. Friends, you wake up and you still remember those sorrows, and this will worsen your depression. So drinking is never a solution to anything. Don't embark on taking bottles and bottles and bottles of alcohol as a way of coping with depression. Last but not least, meditation and prayer. So many people, or so many of us, have found faith, have found hope in God. Whenever you seek God, we know that He will never leave you alone. He'll be by your side, and this hope will keep you going. So if you're faced with any challenges, whatever faith that you have, whatever you believe in, seek unto that power so that you can overcome whatever challenges you're going through. You need to ask for strength from the powers that you don't have. And also you need to pray that God enables you to overcome whatever you're going through. So friends, I just wanted to make this as brief as possible. I might have left out some points. Feel free to reach out if you need any more clarification on the points below. And if you haven't watched my previous videos, check in the description below for more videos. Please subscribe. Stick with me. Life with Nas Carol. Thanks for watching.